Hello and welcome to my review of the Viridian R5 Green Laser. This is mounted to my M&P Shield 9mm. This is, I believe, the only gun that works with this laser. There may be another one, maybe I think a Ruger. Some version of a Ruger might work with that as well. Just turn on the light there so you can see a little better. So this is the holster that comes with it. Again, this is the Viridian R5, and it is my gun and the laser are in the holster right now. So the laser's right there. It's not actually on right now. Before I inserted it into the holster, though, it was on. This is part of their enhanced combat readiness feature, which basically means that when you pull the gun out of the holster, that it's an instant on. You don't have to push any buttons or anything like that. It's ready to go. So I'm going to pull the gun out of the holster here just so you can see what it's like when it comes on. And you can see right now it's not on. It would be shining against the door there if it was. The laser actually has two settings. So you have the pulse setting, which is just kind of blinking. That's supposed to be a battery saving feature, which I do recommend using because the constant stream of the laser is really not any brighter. It blinking is probably more likely to get somebody's attention anyway. And the battery life on the batteries that they have in this laser are terrible. I use this as my carry weapon every day. It's held up very well, but I've gone through 3 or 4 sets of batteries. So the batteries don't last very long, which is no surprise with the green laser. They use up a lot of juice from the batteries. So something to take into consideration there. If you do decide to go with this laser for your concealed carry or for any other purpose, definitely invest in some batteries. Viridian actually sells battery packs on Amazon for pretty cheap, so I would buy those as soon as I got my laser, which is what I did. The kit comes with the holster and the laser, which I'll show you here in just a minute, and then it comes with a set of batteries, but like I said, they don't last very long, so I would recommend getting a set of batteries from Amazon's the cheapest place that I found them, pretty much as soon as you buy it, or just order them with the gun if you order the laser off of Amazon. So I'm going to pull this out of the holster now. I'm doing this one-handed here, so it's a little difficult. And you can see now it just kicked on, just came out of the holster there and just kicked on. I didn't have to press any buttons, just pulled it out of the holster. I've got it on the pulsing feature. You can kind of see it's blinking a little bit there. And it's super bright. I mean, all the lights are on here in my home, and you can see it over there. That's probably 10-15 feet away. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off to save the battery life there. That's the power button. You can see there's a little green light right there. That indicates what your battery life is at. And again, this is on my M&P Shield. It's a 9mm, and it just mounts to the bottom of the trigger guard there. Installation super easy. Took me probably 5 minutes. And Viridian actually has a couple videos on their website where they show you how to go about doing that. It all just attaches with these. You clip it all together, and then you just screw these 3 little screws in there, and that's what holds it on. And disassembly is really easy as well. I've changed, like I said, I've gone through 3 or 4 sets of batteries in this, and very easy to swap them out real quick. There are a couple adjusters here. This one here is, I believe, the up and down adjuster, and then there's one on the bottom that adjusts the side-to-side movement of the laser as well. For sighting that in. If you're going to sight it in, I would recommend bringing some sort of vice grip with some padding on there, and then just hold it steady look in your sights, aim your sights right at the center of the target, and then adjust the laser to be in the center of the target as well. That's going to be the easiest way for you to get that right on target there. Once I adjusted it, I shot a couple rounds with it, and it seems to hold in place. I've read a couple reviews where people have said that the laser doesn't hold in place. I really haven't had any problems with that in my shooting using the laser itself. Anyway, it's been really great. Green laser has definitely the advantage to where it's more visible to our eyes than the red laser does, and it seems to travel a lot farther. A lot of people don't really like lasers with their concealed carry weapons. I prefer it just as a means of almost intimidation, that if someone sees that on their chest, that they're going to kind of realize that they're one finger pull away from being shot in the chest. It also kind of helps you, in one of those high intensity situations, gather your bearings, see where the laser's pointing, and shoot right away. And a lot of people don't like them because they think they're a crutch. I personally don't agree with that, but to each his own. And the other thing too, which I wasn't expecting when I purchased this, is it comes with this holster. It's an outside the waistband holster. Works perfectly, of course, with their enhanced combat readiness. It's got a little magnet inside here. And I've had this for about a year now, still working perfectly. You can see this is kind of bent a little bit, just because it goes around my waist there. Only complaint I have is, it's been a year, and this is just kind of a cheap little holster, but this thing kind of moves around a little bit now. Not a big deal, still works perfectly fine. But yeah, I've been very happy with their holster. I used to have a alien gear holster inside the waistband that I was using, and really didn't think it was very comfortable. I really don't think any inside the waistband holster is super comfortable. So these outside the waistband ones are super nice. And this isn't even a really nice one. It's cheap. It just comes with the laser, and it's been perfect. Just so you're aware, Alien Gear does make a shell for this that has the magnet in here, and it does work with the enhanced combat readiness on this laser. So if you're into their holsters, they do make one for this laser, and I've been very happy with that. I do use that occasionally for my inside the waistband holster during the summer. It's winter time right now, so big coats, easy to conceal this gun, and this holster on the outside there.